Weather Extreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Monday, the 18th of January. I'm James Spann. Very active weather for a while. Maybe a little bit of freezing rain for extreme North Alabama Wednesday morning, a big soaking rain Thursday, maybe a few snowflakes Friday, and a huge eastern U.S. snowstorm late this week. So let's dive in. Of course, things are quiet today. Big trough over the east that pulled down the coldest air so far this season. Had a few flurries in a few pockets over northwest Alabama this morning with no impact. But look at the numbers. Almost 20 degrees below average. Not out of the 30s over the northern half of the state. It's only 30 in Decatur, 31 for Cullman, Birmingham 35. We'll expect the low between 15 and 19 tomorrow morning for most spots. And the colder pockets could be close to 10. And around the nation, you can see it's just brutally cold in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Milwaukee, Chicago. I think Minneapolis, St. Paul hit 0 today for the first time in 2 days. But we'll moderate later in the week. In fact, we could be in the 60s by Thursday with a chance of thunderstorms. It'll be a roller coaster ride this week. There's the watch warning map. Things are relatively quiet now, but they get active later. That thing will be looking like a very colorful map later this week. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning. Heavier totals to the north, but most everybody will likely see about 1 inch of rain. And the big rain day will be on Thursday, but there'll be some little mischief before that begins on Wednesday. So let's dive in there and take a look. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid tomorrow at noon at 500 millibars, the 12Z run. Trough sweeping off the upper Atlantic coast, and again, cold and dry. We start the day in the teens. The high will be in the low 40s. Not going to be warm, but at least not quite as cold as today. And the sky will be mostly sunny. Now, Wednesday, a little wave comes in with a chance of light rain. And this is valid at noon Wednesday off the GFS, and it depicts freezing rain at that point over the northeastern corner of the state. And the question is, what happens before that? Let's look at 3 a.m. Wednesday. This is off the high-resolution NAM, and you can see it's trying to spit out a little bit of light rain, sprinkles, and that would be freezing rain if this falls. The blue line, that's 32 degrees over the Tennessee Valley, and that's the concern here. And this is 6 o'clock, and again, potential for a bit of light rain or drizzle over the Tennessee Valley of extreme North Alabama. And anything that falls early Wednesday morning will be freezing rain, and accordingly, that could create some icy travel problems. This will not be a big ice storm, nothing like that, but there could be some short-term problems Wednesday, mainly north of US 278, north of a line from Hamilton to Cullman to Gadsden. So if you're traveling early Wednesday morning, and if you live in the Tennessee Valley or traveling to that region, just be aware of the possibility. Don't think it will be not a crippling kind of thing, but it certainly could be a short-term nuisance. And then during the day, we'll just have some light rain. And again, we should reach the upper 40s, maybe 50 by Wednesday afternoon. Now, let's look at Thursday. This is Thursday at midday. We have a surface low developing around the Arklatex, and we could see some light rain, and that low really begins to wrap up. This is our developing eastern storm. This is Thursday night at midnight, 12 a.m. Friday. The surface low is near Hamilton, and if this is right, we'll have a lot of rain, maybe some thunder and snow for Arkansas, northern Arkansas, north of Interstate 40, up into Missouri. This is the instability, the Cape, Thursday night at midnight. We've got a little bit. I don't think we have any severe weather here, but certainly a chance of some thunder. And then look at Friday. That deep surface low is near Knoxville, Tennessee, under 1,000 millibars. The rain changes to snow over Kentucky and western Tennessee. And this is suggesting with Friday's temperature scheme, we'll see falling temperatures and a chance of the rain changing to light snow on the backside of the system, maybe as far south as central Alabama. In fact, this is midnight Friday night, 12 a.m. Saturday, and it's got that band of light snow almost down to Montgomery. And understand, the big problem, obviously, here is where there's good dynamic forcing. Kentucky, West Virginia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Philadelphia. This is going to be a whopper for them. But clearly, we're going to need to mention the chance of rain changing to snow Friday. Temperatures should be above freezing during the day Friday. But the question is, could there be enough to cause some travel problems Friday night or Saturday morning? Let's look at midday Saturday. And again, for us, there could be a few flurries. It looks like a cold day. We might stay in the 30s all day Saturday. And again, we'll have to watch maybe for a window of some patchy icing problems with the snow, light snow, Friday night or early Saturday morning. But the big story, obviously, that's a blockbuster snowstorm, if this verifies, for the big cities, Baltimore, Washington, Philadelphia, New York City, and Boston. What does the European look like? Very similar. Now, there's some differences, and that's going to make a huge difference in terms of the fringe of this thing, but both models are on board for a headline high-impact snow event. And then Sunday, the whole thing begins to wind down as the system moves away. And for us over the weekend, we should mention clearly it's going to be dry and with a warming trend. Saturday's high in the 40s, Sunday's high back in the 50s. And Sunday should be a bright, sunny day. So no problems here Saturday or Sunday with precipitation falling. This is the projected accumulated snow off the GFS. Pick out your destination, see where you're going, and see how it might impact you. This is off the European. And understand, this stuff will change. We're just showing you this as guidance. I don't show this on social media, but if you watch these videos, you know the limitations of this. This is some of the numbers coming off the European by midday Sunday, and this has got 3 feet of snow over eastern West Virginia and about 2 feet for D.C., and 18 inches or so for Baltimore. This is a little closer look at the GFS output. And again, the bullseye there, northern Virginia up into southern Pennsylvania with 2 feet or so. And I think these maps are going to really tell a better story. This is the ensemble from the European. I just think at this stage of the game, this is a much better story. This is the chance of snow accumulating greater than 6 inches. You see those really big numbers in excess of 80, 90% from the mountains of North Carolina on up through the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. And this is the chance of getting over 1 foot of snow. And the bullseye is over northern Virginia. So clearly there is high potential for a major winter storm for the east and northeast United States Friday and Saturday. If you're traveling up there, be aware this could be a system that really causes major travel headaches. Okay, Monday, we're warmer. We'll be in the 50s. Moisture increases, maybe some light rain. And by golly, look at the middle of next week. This is Wednesday, the 27th. There comes another eastern snowstorm. Now and understand, this is absolute voodoo. This could go away, but if this were to verify, same thing. We might see rain changing to snow here, and on the 28th, it's lifting out. And another mega-looking storm up in the northeast. All right, let's take a look at the temperatures coming off the ensemble. You can see how we warm up by Thursday. We cool back down Friday and Saturday, and after that, things don't look too bad, but there is certainly a lot of uncertainty out there in the long range. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.